couch right here, and windows here and here. And there's gonna be like a bookshelf against the back wall, so it's gonna be like a college scene. Oh, and there's also like a doorway here and a hallway along the outside. So yeah. Oh, and actually I'm gonna start here. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'll start here. Hi, Jason. It's Billy. Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm supposed to say Dennis. Can I start over?
Yes.
Thank you.
In case you need to review the facts, number 1, as math team captain and the only senior on the team, I am the most mature member of the team. Number 2, this is my last chance ever, to prove our awesome mathematical capabilities at state. And fact number 3, as the leader of this team, I have to accept this problem. We are without Sanjay Patel. And without Sanjay Patel, there is no way we're going to make it to states. Without one last chance for math team glory, high school, for me, it's over.
I love being a little sister. Na 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 na. Annoying, isn't it? I do it to my brother all the time. He gets real mad and try to hit me, but I yell, "Mom, Drew is trying to hit me," and he stops real quick. Isn't that great? I do a lot of mean things to my brother. When his girlfriend calls, I tell her, "Sorry, Drew's not here. He had a big date tonight." And when his friends that are boy calls, I tell him, "Sorry, Drew's not here. He's on a date with your girlfriend." So far, I got my brother beaten up 3 times. I love being a little sister.
Tashana, where was the character's mother, and what was the character's mother doing when you called to tell on your brother?
Like, I think she'll probably like cooking or in the kitchen.
Cooking?
Yeah, in the kitchen doing stuff.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Richard Phyllis. I'm a local actor, and I found a monologue online, and I decided to try something new today. So I'm jumping off a cliff. So I didn't mean to treat you in an insignificant way. I feel horrible. And if I could, I'd cut my arm off. But that wouldn't be enough. I didn't mean to make you cry, get upset. I love you. You mean the world to me. And without you, I'd be nothing. You give me strength and courage. And you believe in me so much. Without that confidence, I have nothing but doubt. I wish there was some way that I could hurt myself worse. Because you've always been there for me. You don't deserve to be talked to like this. Sorry, babe. Please forgive me.
My name is Jeremy Hamill. I am 9 years old, and I'll be performing the monologue, The Bully. Look, you're new here, so I feel it's my duty to warn you. There are a couple of people you'll want to avoid. Skylar Morrison likes to thump kids on the head. He's easy to spot because he's the biggest kid in our grade. He used to be in the grade above us, but I guess he needed to learn more. So he's in our class now. He's mostly harmless beyond the thumping on the head thing. It's Ross Sullivan you really have to watch out for. His real name is Roscoe, and sometimes teachers call him that, especially if they're new. But make sure that you never call him that. He's pretty good at name calling. There's this one guy he calls Booger Licker, or BL for short. That's Julian Wynn, and he has really bad allergies. Ross also likes to do things like stuff mashed potatoes down your shirt. I know this from personal experience. If you tell on him, that'll make it worse. He especially likes to pick on smart kids, and I'm telling you this because I can already tell that you are smart.
Hello, everybody. My name is Morgan Brown, and I will be performing Jesse's monologue from Marsha Norman's Night Mother. Excuse me. Mama, I only told you I was going to kill myself so I could explain it, so you wouldn't blame yourself, so you wouldn't feel bad. I didn't want you to save me. I just wanted you to know. Don't you see, Mama? Everything I do winds up like this. How could I think that you would understand, that you would want a manicure, that we could just hold hands for an hour and then I could go shoot myself? I'm sorry about tonight, Mama, but that's exactly why I'm doing it. I'm not giving up. This is the other thing that I'm trying. And I'm sure there are other things that might work, but might work isn't good enough anymore. I need something that will work. This will work. That's why I picked it. No, Mama, listen, I'm not your child. I am what became of your child. Thank you.
Hi guys, I'm Edlin. I'm Edlin. Edlin. Nice to be here. She had chronic depression ever since she was 12. Her father had depression. Her sister too. I was under depression for a while when I was of age. But you know, she was so high functioning. She made it many years without any real incident. She even had it under control during her high school. And then, all of a sudden, things just fell apart. She spiraled. I told her to move back home, you know, but she said no, again and again. Last summer, she was hospitalized. But I really thought she would get past it. You know, I thought it's just a matter of time. She would get the right therapist, the right medication, and everything would be back to normal, you know. That day, we were going to have breakfast together. I called her, she didn't answer her phone. And I thought that maybe she turned off her phone and she slept in. So I went to her apartment. I knocked, she didn't open. The door was unlocked. And I went in and I saw her laying there in the middle of the kitchen floor. Why didn't she come to me? I would have done anything, you know. I would have done anything for her. Didn't you know that? Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jesse DeFranco. Going to be performing a monologue from Fight Club by David Fincher. Man, Fight Club, I see some of the strongest and smartest men that ever lived. I see all this potential, and I see it squandered. God damn it. God damn, an entire generation of men waiting tables and pumping gas. Slaves with white collars. Advertisers has us chasing cars and clothes. Working jobs we hate so we can buy shit. Shit we don't need. We're the middle children of history, guys. We have no purpose. No place. No Great War. No Great Depression. Our Great War is a spiritual war.
Braden Frederick, 24, VB Talent Management, and I will be presenting the monologue of Richard Fisher's funeral. You don't get it. I've been afraid of my father all my life. I've spent every waking moment trying to keep him from exploding. Trying to do everything just right. And not just believing, but knowing that one day he would kill me. That he killed us all. My first memory is the day my brother spilled a can of paint down the stairs. My parents were painting the house. Ricky thought he was helping, but it was too heavy for him and paint just went flying everywhere. I held my breath. I don't know why I thought that would help. My father put his fist through a wall. I screamed. Ricky and I started crying. And the whole time that he kept telling us to stop crying, I couldn't. I thought he was going to kill us both. And my mother couldn't stop him. I was 4 years old. Ricky was 2. And I've been living in that hole in the wall ever since. I can't forgive him. I won't pretend. So go read Footprints in the Sand if it'll make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Today, my father's going to the ground. Except, I don't remember having a father. A father couldn't do that to his kids. And that is Richard Fisher's funeral.
My name's Abby Kolbacher, and I'll be doing the opening scene from Easy A. It's Olive's monologue. Let the record show that I, Olive Pendergast, being of sound mind, ample-ish breast size, and the occasional corny knock-knock joke do enter this video blog as evidence in the case against me. And because I'm being judged by a jury of my peers, I will attempt to make use of the words like and totally as much as possible. So, here it goes. I confess that I, in no small part, am to blame for the vociferous gossip that turned my varsity letter scarlet. However, for those of you hoping that the sizzling details of my sordid past would be reason to lock the door and make love to a dollop of your sister's moisturizing lotion, well, you'll be gravely disappointed. Look, I just had to set the record straight, and what better way than to broadcast it here, on the internet. So, here it goes. Part 1, the shudder-inducing and cliche yet totally false account of how I lost my virginity to a guy in a community college in the neighboring town. Let me begin by saying that there are 2 sides to every story, and this is my side, the right side. Like totally.
Hi, I'm Erica Shannon, and I'm doing a monologue from He's Just Not That Into You. Okay, I have a question. Why'd they invent caller ID? It's like, who is this service helping? For centuries, okay, maybe not centuries, but for a lot of years, people have been answering their phones and not knowing who it is, and as far as I know, nobody's died from it. You know, and it's like if the police want to know who placed a call, they could trace it. I mean, what am I, police? You know, it's just this constant obsession, you know, who's calling all the time. It's so gross. It's just like you pick up the phone, you find out who it is, and then you know. All right, look, all I'm saying is, if a guy, doesn't call me, I would like to reserve the right to call him at 15-minute intervals until he picks up. But now he looks down and he sees my number, he's gonna think I'm some sort of psycho or something, which I'm not, obviously. Thanks. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Margaret Lute. I'm with PCG Talent, and I will be doing a monologue from a play called Butterflies Are Free, and I'll be playing the part of Jill. You're thinking I don't look like a divorcee. They're around 35 with tight-fitting dresses and high-heel patent leather shoes and big boobs. Yeah, I look more like the kid in the custody fight. But I don't want to talk about Jack. Actually, I do. Sometimes it's good to do things you don't want to. It kind of cleanses the insides. But anyways, when we first met, it was like fireworks. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but it was a marvelous kind of passion that made every day feel like it was the 4th of July. And the next thing I knew, we were getting married. We were getting married. I hadn't been to school yet, and I had 2 exams the next day. And the next thing I heard was the Justice of the Peace saying, "Do you, Jack, take Jill to be your lawfully wedded wife?" I mean, can you imagine going through your whole life as Jack and Jill? And then I heard the words "to death do you part," and suddenly, it wasn't a wedding, it was a funeral. And I hate anything more, but I wanted to go running, screaming through the night. But I couldn't, because it was 10 in the morning. So I fainted. I just wish I would have done it before I said I do.
My name is Ron Haynes, and the monologue is Fences by August Wilson. Daddy ain't had no walking blues, what you talking about? He stayed right here with his family, but he was just as evil as he could be. My mama couldn't stand that evilness. She run off when I was about 8. She sneaked off one night, told me she was coming back for me. I ain't never seen her no more. All his women run off and left him. He just wasn't no good for nobody. My turn come to run off. I was 14. Got to sniffing around Joe Canewell's daughter. Had this old mule called Gray Boy. My daddy sent me out to do some plowing. I got to fooling around with Joe Canewell's daughter. Found us a nice spot. Got real cozy with each other. She about 13. We thinking we grown anyway, so we down there by the creek enjoying ourselves. Ain't thinking about nothing. Didn't know Gray Boy had gotten loose and wandered back to the house. Now my daddy was looking for me. So we down there enjoying ourselves when he come up on us. Surprised us. Had them leather straps off that mule and commenced to whooping me like there was no tomorrow. I jump up, I'm mad, embarrassed. I was scared of my daddy. Now when he commenced to whooping on me, quite naturally I run and get out the way. Now I'm thinking he mad at me because I hadn't done my work. But now I see where he chasing me off so he can have the girl to himself. So when I see what the matter of it was, I lost all fear of my daddy. Right then I became a man, 14 years of age, and it was my turn to run him off. I picked up them same reins he used on me. I picked up them reins and commenced to whooping on him. Girl jump up, she run off. Now when he turned and faced me, I knew why the devil never come and get him. Cause he was the devil himself. Scene.
Nicole Ziska, Like Dreaming Backwards, VB Talent Management. I dropped her off that night, like 1:45. I should have asked her to come over or asked her to come inside, but she seemed normal. Not happy exactly, but like herself. We met freshman year in Introduction to British Literature. We made each other laugh. She was bitter, cynical, but still really nice. I knew she had depression, but it was weird. We had fun together, you know? I never really made sense of that. That night, We saw a play, and then we went to a midnight movie. I kept on dozing off through the last half of it because I'd gotten up early that morning to go running, and I keep wondering if there was something. Something in the play or in the movie, some trigger or some reason, something to have set her off, you know? Something I missed. I just keep trying to look for clues, for answers. She survived so much. Why that night? Thank you.
Nice job.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming. On your resume, always put the director's name,
Sure.
even if it's a local, because I could be from LA and be like, oh, Sally Smith, I know, I went to school with her sisters, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That could help get your foot in the door.
The monologue I'm going to do is by Terrence Mosley. It's an audition from a play. I don't really recall what play it was, but I downloaded it online. So, but it's an audition piece, and his name is Frank, and he just witnessed that he's been a victim of racism. And my name is Ronnie Walton. When we moved here, my parents wanted me to go to the best public school available. So we got this tiny ass apartment right next to these $1 million homes. And I went to school with white kids. Mind you, I seen white people before. I just never really was friends with one. First day of school, just like I always do, which was fly. Especially the first day of school. We running late, and I ain't had time to brush my hair. I'm in homeroom when this kid immediately starts sending me talk about, why are you brushing your hair? To which I replied, I know how to take care of myself, so shut the fuck up. He then takes the brush and starts throwing it around the room. The kids start throwing it around the room. I try to grab it, the teacher walks in, and I try to tell her, that's my brush, that's my brush. She said, you have no hair to brush. So I spat in her face. I got expelled. My dad kicked my ass when I got home. I was 14 crying like I was 5. I had this theory. No matter how old you are, your parents beating on you will always make you cry. You moved into another neighborhood with a lot more black people, a lot less space for a lot less money. I promise I wouldn't take my parents through that again. That I wouldn't put them through their embarrassment. They understood why I did it. But what's pride worth with a couple with embarrassment? And I sort of agree with them. So I say, okay, at least I can keep my pride.
Hi, my name is Derek Amato. What is it I like about fishing? The waiting, mostly. All the work you put into it, and then the waiting. I'm partial to fly fishing, mostly. I went for the first time down in West Virginia with my father, summer before he died. And he was the one that taught me all I know about the differences and variations between the flies you tie, the colors you use, the shape of things. I love tying them on. Just thinking about what tiny, almost imperceptible little thing might glimmer or gleam a little. The part of it that I'm constructing might catch its eye. And I'll walk up and down the riverbank, just scoping out all the different insects that live along the ground, just examining all the different species of things that exist there. Because I know if I replicate that thing exactly, tie it onto the end of my hook, throw it into the water, the fish in that area is all the more familiar with it, all the more trusting of it. Yeah, so, the catch for me can start hours, sometimes even days before my line ever touches the water. To tell you the truth, the fish at the end of the line is kind of just an afterthought. The waiting, yeah, that's the fun of it. Scene.
Okay, this is a monologue about fishing.
Yeah, it's a...
Do you fish?
Yeah, sort of, but...
Okay. Sort of I buy. Really fishing. Fishing is a very slow, very time-consuming activity. And what I noticed most was you had this frenetic body language going on when you're talking about something that's very slow.
Yeah.
So you might want to think about practicing the monologue in a much more relaxed.
Hello everyone, I'm Joshua Henderson and my monologue is self-prepared and titled Hopeless. It was battering ram vehicles police use plows through the whole side of a house. In an instant, and then I hate my wife. Okay? You know, but we know what I gave for her. I gave her everything.
Oh, that's good. That's perfect. Yeah. That's awesome.
Barbara Logan, it's mine. It's mine. Bring it. I will outwork you, outplay you, out-hustle you, outthink you. You put in 10 hours, I put in 20. I work till I can't see straight because I want this more than you do. I see this more than you do. I breathe it. I smell it. I taste it. I am it until I die. While you out there being the bum that you are, I'm grinding. I'm grinding hard, stressing, screaming, pushing, past the limits, past the breaking points. You play it, I live it. That's why it's mine.
My name is Chris Butler, and I'm an actor from Shaker Heights, Ohio, University of Michigan, Screen Actors Guild, and I'm here to do a monologue today. It's called Yo. What did you just say to me? No. What did you just call me? Back up, what did you just call me? Yeah, you yelled me. Oh, yes you did. Yes you did. You yelled me. I'm your boss, and you yelled me. Okay? It's casual Monday. Doesn't mean you can yell me, okay? It's not the Wu-Tang Clan. It's not the Migos, okay? It's not Outkast. I'm not Big Boy. I'm not Andre. You can't yell me in my office. I think this is. This is corporate America, pal. You know what? You're fired, okay? Get your stuff. Get out of my office. You're fired. Wait, hold on one second. Hello? Yeah, brother, yo, yeah, man. This brother's in my office trying to disrespect me, yelling me, man.
Hello, my name's Calvin Brown, and my first piece I'll be doing for you is a monologue from Like Dreaming Backwards, from the character Yale, basically. I sold her the ticket that night. You know, I only remembered her because we played Foursquare together once. I just remember she introduced herself. She seemed sweet, you know? But I just wish I could just remember anything we said. You know, I didn't even know her last name until I saw the article in the paper. It said she was a sophomore and a journalism major. She was from Joliet. She had a younger sister in high school named Carolyn. I don't even know why. I don't even know why I remember everything about the article, but her picture was in black and white, and it was right underneath the IDE in suicide. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But the picture was small. And it wasn't even like a school picture. It was more like a candid shot, you know? She was sort of smiling, but when I think about it, she still seems somehow suspicious. I have this strange, vivid memory of her face, you know? That night, she seemed fine. She was friendly, she was smiling. And I know I couldn't have done anything different, you know? I know I couldn't have known what she was feeling, but felt like I could have done something. I could have asked. I could have done more. I'm sorry. I just never knew anyone who died.
Look at me! Look! Do you think you can stare me in the eyes? Do you think you have the power to look inside my eyes and not look away? Let me tell you something. You can't beat me. You won't beat me. The only way you can conquer me is if you kill me. And you better bring a whole army to even think about slowing me down, let alone kill me. I question the impossible. I challenge the impossible. I push my limits. I'm obsessed. I'm crazy. I'm hungry. And I dare to win. You think you are stronger than me, have more faith, more dedication. Do you think you can climb higher than me, push harder than me, receive more pain than me? Unless you can look into my soul and not see the reflection of your own weakness. It is that day we will do battle to the death, till death do us part. Thank you for the opportunity.
I'm Barbara Barrett, and I'm going to take a breath because I just left and took my mother to the airport. I had to come back, so take a breath. The name of my monologue is hashtag 64.5. You know, I be kind of tripping sometimes. My West African elders told me, your biggest blessings are coming later in life. Well, how cool is that? I mean, that's really pretty cool, later in life. You know, because I'm not really ready to wear elastic waist, polyester, double knit, wide-legged pants yet. I like my leggings because I'm a performing artist. I also like stilettos on stage when I'm singing. But you know, I have to admit, I like the flats too. I like the flat ones that I wear for work and nursing. You know, I like my flat ones because then you don't have to be tiptoeing around and trying to look and see if there's a little line in the floor that you might get your heel stuck in and then you'll fall and embarrass yourself. So I kind of like the short ones too. And then, you know, I also still love the company of a good man. But yesterday, Brother Bob was talking about, you don't know the day or the hour. I'm thinking, okay. So I'm going through life and I'm kind of got to this point in my life and I'm looking over my shoulder wondering, God, how much time do I have left? You know, I greater coming later is great, but when's later? And you know, I'll be trying to be faithful, and I'm trying to be obedient, and I'm trying to be patient, but can you just kind of hurry up with the blessings? Can the blessings like hurry up and come on? Because I'm just wanting to hurry up because I don't want to be a fossil by the time they come.
Hi, I'm Terry Patterson. I am with an agent, so Heyman Talent. I'm going to do a monologue called Domestic Violence. It's a cute little sarcastic piece, I suppose. So let me take a beat, I'll get into it. Don't you ever stop? Super Bowl tickets? Ambassador Hotel? Chicken Marsala, really? I mean, Pictionary. I mean, what are you trying to do to me anyway? How much happiness can a man take? We have been married for 3 years, for Christ's sake. For 3 years, you have been a perfect wife. You never complain. You never demand. You subordinate all of your wants and your needs for the sake of my comfort? Oh, my goodness. I lift a finger, you jump. I get drunk, and you tuck me into bed. I go to work. There's flowers on my desk. I go to the bathroom. There's a full roll of toilet paper. There's a full roll of toilet paper every time. I mean, how do you do that? My goodness gracious. So when I sit there and I want to have a Super Bowl pass on our anniversary, most wives would castrate their husbands. You buy me the tickets. Did it ever occur to you that perhaps I don't want a perfect wife? That perhaps I would just like you to not do everything perfect and fine. That maybe just once, I'd like to see you make a fool of yourself. You're such a wonderful person. I don't know what I'd do without you, but thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Brianna Burke, and I will be performing a lame ass offer. It's a Julia Roberts monologue. See, now that pisses me off. First of all, since the demurral, we've had more than 400 plaintiffs, and let's be honest, we all know there's more out there. Now, they may not be the most sophisticated people, but they do know how to divide, and $20 million isn't shit when you divide it between them. Second of all, these people don't dream about being rich. These people dream about being able to watch their kid swim in a pool without having to worry about a hysterectomy at the age of 20, like Rosa Diaz, a client of ours. Or have their spine deteriorate like Stan Bloom, another client of ours. So before you come around here with another lame ass offer, I want to ask you this. Think about what your spine means, Mr. Walker, and what you might have someone pay for your uterus, Mrs. Sanchez. Then you take out a calculator and you multiply that number by 100. Anything less than that is a waste of our time.
Hi, I'm Anna Marsick, and my monologue is called Infatuation. Hi, Ryan. You played such a good game last night. You looked so good. I mean, you played good. You played good. But I mean, just seeing you in that jersey. I mean, the team. You guys were fantastic, and I cannot believe that you guys are gonna go to the championships. You guys are gonna do awesome. It's gonna be great. So anyways, I was just wondering, do you sweat a lot? Because if you do, I'd be happy to take your jersey home, and I'll even wash it for you. I could bleach it, throw it in the machine. I'll even hand wash it. Okay, anyways, so what are you doing Friday night? There's a party? Oh my God, I'd be so happy to go. I love parties. Oh, you're going with your girlfriend. Great. Well, I was just gonna say I'm gonna go with my boyfriend, so Tommy, hey! Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kevin Taylor. I'm doing a monologue from School of Rock, The Man. Give up. Just quit. Because in this life, you can't win. Yeah, you can try. But in the end, you're just gonna lose. Big time. Because the world is run by the man. Oh, the man? You don't know the man? He's everywhere. He's in the White House, down the hall. Miss Mullins, she's the man. And the man has ruined the ozone, he's burning down the Amazon, and he kidnapped Shamu and put her in a chlorine tank. There used to be a way you could stick it to the man. It was called rock and roll. But guess what? Oh no, the man ruined that too. With a little thing called MTV. So don't waste your time trying to make anything cool, or pure, or awesome, because the man is gonna call you a fat, washed up loser and crush your soul. So do yourselves a favor and just give up!
Excellent job, Kevin Taylor. Excellent job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Hello, my name is Amia Browder, and the name of my monologue is Grace. Needy? No. I'm not needy. No. No. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking she's saying she's not needy, which really means she is. I'm on to you. I happen to feel fabulous today. And just because I ask you to do me a favor this one time is no need for you to call me names like needy. I'm a queen on a throne. And if calling me names like needy is what it takes to make you feel like a man, I feel sorry for you. Just because I ask you this one time to do me a favor doesn't make me needy. No. Hurry up. Go get your bag. Get your lunch. Hurry up before you miss your bus. I can watch TV all alone. Mommy doesn't need you. No. Mommy is a queen on a throne.
Hi, my name is Shatara Jordan. I'm 17 years old, and I will be doing a piece entitled The Trial of Lucy Bagby, written by Dr. Scott G. Miller. Your Honor, I do have something I would like to say. Your Honor, my mama told me that I was worth something. That I would be bought, sold, beat, and chased down like a dog, but I'm still worth something. She told me this till the last day I done seen it, the day this man put his money down and took me away. Now, I've been keeping my mama's voice in my head all the time while out there picking beans in the hot sun, tending pigs, getting beat, praying I'm not the next one that this man calls on in the night, or sold to one of them big old plantations, too many miles from freedom. I can hear her now, and there ain't nothing you can say to drown her out. So I'll go. I gotta go, but that ain't the end of it. I will never give up. In fact, I'll get stronger. Maybe one day, as you walking along the street in Euclid and Chester Avenue, you're gonna see this colored woman coming your way. And you're gonna think to yourself, where have I seen this woman before? She looked familiar. Just like that, it'll hit you like a splash of water in the face that be Lucy Bagby. Cause I'm coming back. And I'm coming back as a free woman. Thank you.
You know, everything you say may be right, Fiona. I have to ask myself, if it is, then why don't I feel good about it? I have to somehow go on my gut instincts because sometimes you can convince yourself in your mind about the rightness of a thing, and you can try to find fault with your reasoning, but you can't. Because no matter how you turn it over in your mind, it comes out right. And so you think, I know it's right, but I don't think it is, or I think it's right, but I know it isn't. And you could end up thinking you're just a moron or some deficient sort of thing, when really, there are some things when you want to know the truth of them, you have to use not just your mind or even your mind and your feelings, but your neurons or your cells or whatever to make some decisions because they are too complicated. They need to be considered in some larger way and in the largest way of all. I know I have to go with mine.
Hi, my name is Michelle Weiser. I am represented by Cam Talent, and I'll be doing a monologue from Sarah Rule's play In the Next Room. Love me for your job, all day long. I've heard some women do not need the vibrating instrument to give them paroxysms, that relations with their husbands have much the same effect. Love me for your job. When my hand was on another man's cheek, you told me there were all different types and shades of love. But what is it then? This particular way in which you love me. What color? What temperature? And do not say, you are my wife, I am your husband. Please try. Open me. In the garden, away from the machine, undress me there, and please do not call me impractical. Our whole future happiness depends on it. Thank you.
Yes, I'm 12 years old. I may not know as much as you do, but I think I know something here.
I know when you yell at Mom, it's usually because you think you're right and she's wrong. But that's absolutely wrong. When you yell at Mom and make her cry, maybe you can soften your point, like I did with Jackie. So I didn't tell your mom this, but Jackie took my favorite dress without asking me, and she wore it to a dance, and she spilled grape soda all over it. I'm so mad at her. But I couldn't tell her that, because if I did, she wouldn't talk to me for a week. Do you want Mom to be nicer to you, or do you just want to be right? It's up to you, Dad. Thank you.
Mom, can I help? Why not? I'm good at baking. I won't make a mess, and I do a good job. Can you make cookies? Chocolate chip. Everybody loves cookies. I want to be the next Rachel White when I grow up. Can I use the rolling pin? I love the rolling pin. He told me to teach me to cook when I get older, and I'm older now. I think he told me this last week, so I'm a whole week older. I just want to help Mom, please.
Who are you? Who am I? Show enough! The Leroy Green that I'm looking for is a young punk. Oh, you must mean Junior. Don't know where he's at. Not sure I'd tell you if I did. And the fact that he wasn't here, I was all broken up. Ah!
The only trouble I had was you, Brian, limping off up in here, talking about Tracy, I love you, I need you. Sure you need me. You wanna know why? 'Cause I'm